Alright, so here we want to list the type of lines and then also how many solutions there are. So the first pair of lines are called parallel lines. They have no points in common, so there's no solution to that system. And then the second one, those are coinciding lines. They're lines that are right on top of each other. So all of the points that are on one line are also on the other line. So we end up with infinitely many solutions because those lines continue on forever. And we've got all these mixed number and decimal values in there. So number 2, again, coinciding lines, infinitely many solutions. And then third, intersecting lines have one solution. So this is the setup we need to remember even when we're solving by substitution. So we're solving by a different method than graphing, but we still have these 3 possibilities. Remember 4y equals 2x, so I'm going to replace y over here with 2x. So we have x plus 2x equals 15. Now we're going to combine the like terms, we get 3x. 1x plus 2x is 3x. To get rid of multiplying by 3, divide both sides by 3. And so x equals 5. And we're going to take that value, plug it back into the original top equation. Y equals 2. And in place of x put 5. 2 times 5 gives us 10. So we have the ordered pair 5, 10. Here we already have y by itself. Y is equal to this expression, so we're going to replace y with that expression. To get rid of the parentheses, we'll distribute. Remember that minus goes with the 3 as we do that. So negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times positive 5 is negative 15. Combine those like terms, we get negative 3x minus 15 equals negative 3. Add 15 to each side, you get 12 on the right side. So we have negative 3x equals 12. To get rid of multiplying by negative 3, we'll divide by negative 3, and so x equals negative 4. To find the y, we're going to plug this back in. I'll go back to the top original. Y equals 2, and then in place of x, put negative 4. Order of operations, you get multiplication, then addition. So we'll multiply and we get negative 8 plus 5 gives us negative 3. Put it together as an ordered pair x, then y. Here we already have y by itself. It's equal to this expression, so we're going to replace y with that expression. Now to get rid of the parentheses, we'll distribute. Make sure you bring the negative with the 4. Negative 4 times x, negative 4x. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Combine like terms, 5x minus 4x is 1x, or just x. To get rid of the minus 8, add 8. So we get x equal to 6. Take this, plug it back in. I'll go back to the top original. Put it together as an ordered pair x. Got x by itself on this one, so in place of x, we'll put that expression. And then we'll copy the rest of the equation down. Distribute to get rid of the parentheses. 2 times negative 1y is negative 2y. 2 times 5 is 10. Now we can use the commutative property of addition to change the order here. Negative 2y plus positive 1y is negative 1y, just negative y. To get rid of the plus 10, subtract 10 from each side. So we have negative y equals negative 6. To get rid of multiplying by a negative 1, divide both sides by a negative 1, and so we get y equal to 6. I'm going to take that value, plug it back into the top original. So we have x equals negative, and then in place of y, put 6. Notice the negative was already there. Negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. So we have an ordered pair x, negative 1, y is 6. So there's negative 1, 6. So far, all of them have been intersecting lines with one solution. And we name that solution specifically by that point. This one, x equals 4. So that means we can replace x with 4. Two times 4 gives us 8. 8 plus y equals 11. Subtract 8 from each side. So we get y equal to 3. We already had x, so this was a quicker one. X value is 4, y value is 3. Alright, here we got a little bit more work to do. We've got to get one of these variables, or one of these variables by itself. To get rid of the plus 2y, subtract 2y from each side. So we have x equals 6 minus 2y. So we're going to replace x in the top equation with that expression. Distribute. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times negative 2y is negative 6y. Now we're going to combine like terms. Negative 6y plus positive 6y is 0. It's eliminated. Now we have 18 equal to 12. That's a false statement, so think about the first 3 that we did. This is going to fit no solution. These lines are parallel. They never intersect. So there's no point that satisfies both equations at the same time. Alright, here we already have y by itself. I know the setup's kind of funky here. If you want to rewrite it as y equals x plus 3, you can. So now we're going to replace y with that expression. So we have x minus 3, and in place of y, x plus 3. To get rid of the parentheses, we'll distribute. Negative 3 times x, negative 3x. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. Combine like terms. 1x minus 3x is negative 2x. Add 9 to each side. So we have negative 2x equal to 10. Divide both sides by negative 2. And so x equals negative 5. We have the x value. We're going to plug it back in. Combine those, you get negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. Put it together as an ordered pair x, then y. So keep in mind when you're solving these, if the variables go away and it's true, it'll be infinitely many solutions, or you can write IMS for short. If the variables go away and it's false, no solution. Hope you've enjoyed this video.